Ricky, you got to drum this in on the radio. There are 10 million, hear this, eligible unregistered black people in swing states.
Yeah.
Not in America, in the swing states.
Yeah.
Is 10 million eligible unregistered black people. And this is crisis.
1.5 million Democrats did not vote in the state of Florida.
Woo.
Florida's not as red as you think it is.
Right.
Barack Obama won Florida twice.
Wow.
President Obama called me. I was in Florida. He called me and said, Ricky, I need your help. I said, yes, sir. He said, I'm not worried about Florida. He said, we have the votes. He said, Ricky, it's about turnout. And I got on the radio and went on a tangent all the way up when he was running against Mitt Romney.
Right.
And he won Florida. And they said that I had people so ginned up to vote when they called the election. It was people refusing to get out of line. So now we're going to make sure. We watching the news. We see that Barack Obama has been reelected. We're not getting out of line. I'm still voting. And they still in line.
That's what we need.
Absolutely.
And even more so for black men.
Yes.
Black men is the danger zone.
Right.
Of those who are really disconnected. I tell people everywhere, if black men had gone out to vote, Stacey Abrams would be the governor of Georgia.
Right.
But they didn't participate.
I just don't understand. And I really wish I could vote in Georgia because my vote would be more valuable because I live in Alabama. That's a red state.
Oh yeah. That's Burgundy.
And if you want to say your vote don't count, it won't count in Alabama. But I'm voting in Florida because I live in Florida. Part-time. So I'm going to vote there or whatever because, I think Florida is purple.
Yeah.
And Florida could possibly flip.
Well, you going to help it to be so.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's an article I'm going to send you that came out today in the London Times entitled Why British Don't Like Trump. Mm. And the article says, because he does not have a sense of humor, he is just mean.
He is.
That nothing that he says is funny. And they said something, Ricky, that messed me up. His absence of humor reflects his absence of having a soul.
Mm.
I said, man, I got to give Ricky this.
Yeah.
Is that people who don't have humor don't have a soul.
Absolutely.
And they said, think about it. In all of the times that you saw Trump while he's in presidency, you've never seen him laugh.
Right.
Only mean. And he takes joy in being mean.
It's sad that we have to sit here and have this conversation, considering the fact people like Fannie Lou Hamer, Rosa Parks, Medgar Evers, people went out here and made ultimate sacrifices and died just when we could exercise the right to vote.
Wow.
And you sit out here and get on the internet and get misinformed and then make blogs and make videos and dog out people that supporting Kamala Harris or Barack Obama or whatever. And people have to also understand that when Barack Obama was president, he's not the president of just black people. He's the president of the United States because he have to kind of govern a certain kind of way to do for all, not just us. Well, what has he done for us? Well, here's the other issue. We don't vote during the midterm election.
That part.
So how do you expect Kamala Harris, Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Bill Clinton to do their job when they don't have the Congress? They don't have the Senate, right? And if everybody would have voted for Hillary Clinton, we would not be out here trying to make sure that we have voting rights because he appointed 3 United States Supreme Court justices. And a lot of people that's talking this stuff, they don't know how government works. And I know I'm correct about everything that I just said. We'll go out and vote during the presidential election, but when the midterm election comes, we lose the House, we lose the Senate.
That's right.
Barack Obama picked, what's the gentleman name that's over the United States Justice Department? He would have had 3 picks. That was supposed to be Barack Obama's pick. And the Senate blocked it. They did not let him pick the last United States Supreme Court justice because they said election was coming up. So, we lose when we don't go out and vote, especially during midterm elections and local elections. County commissioner, city council,
school board,
all of it.
Yeah.
You have to exercise the right to vote, and it's not just presidential election. You look at a president can't do nothing if you don't have the Senate and the Congress. A pastor can't do nothing if you don't have the deacon board and the trustees.
You got to have the deacons. I'm New Baptist. I just figured that out. the evangelicals figured out in order to change America, Rickey, they were grooming people to run school board. This is the first time since 1968 there are more white people on the Atlanta school board than black people. The majority of the Atlanta school board is white women, which is why they keep firing these black superintendents. And so you got to not just vote at the top of the ticket, vote all the way down. Vote for the dog catcher. Vote for everybody. But we got to be informed on what it is. I want you to inform. There's data that says that most black people post-high school don't read a nonfiction book from cover to cover. Post-high school.
Right.
Why do they need to read this book?
Oh, this book?
This one.
This
one right here.
This book right here.
This one right here.
Is gonna help you with grief. It's a great story.
Yeah.
I tied my son and my dad, and there's so many details in it, but it's scripture based. It's gonna bless your life. And if you lost a mother, or if you lost a father, or if you lost a kid, this book is a great tool. It has a lot of quotes in there from other authors and different people that have said some powerful things. And it's just a great tool. And I'm also coming out with a workbook.
Oh, wow.
Or whatever. So like after you, like a diary.
Yeah.
Or whatever, probably with the same picture on there. But that book is gonna bless your life. And I also have it audio.
No, it's good.
Audio version of it. That took about 4 days to sit in the studio
and just read
and just read through it with my raspy voice, mispronouncing words, having to start over. I wish I could preach like you.
Listen, brother,
you and T.I. be breaking down some big words.
Listen, don't put me in the same group.
Man,
he in the category all by himself.
Oh my